Alright, welcome back guys. My computer is having a freak out. It's absolutely boiling in my room. Oh. You can't hear me, that's awesome. Right. My computer is not liking it at the moment. It's freaking out when I started streaming. But we shall crack on. Hope everyone's okay. You're alright guys? Let's take a look at this chat before we get started. Let's make sure that's okay. Jump in there. Alright, Meow is back tonight. How's it going, dude? Missed you last night. You're about to install volumetric clouds. Almost 1 hour left. Why are my volumetric clouds not showing up? Are you still in the chat, mate? Are they still not showing up? Because I had a lot of issues with this. A hell of a lot. There are the volumetric clouds though, looking beautiful. Beautiful. Let's jump into the VAB. Got my cup of tea tonight. I forgot it last night. Yeah, startup time wasn't any better today with this game. 45 minutes. And it makes my computer freak out when it's loaded. When it's actually loaded, it's like my computer just stops for about 10 minutes. But yeah, here we are, we're in. Don't need to bother with any of that. Let's open up our ship. I've moved the camera back as well because it's easier to talk to you guys. I keep forgetting to look up there. So now we just have to look slightly to the side. Right, we want, I've been testing, as you can see, a little sneak peek there. I believe it was Silver Moon, right? I think. Stuff takes so long to load now. Right, here we are. This is Silver Moon 1. And, oh, did I not change this last night? I'm sure I changed it. Let's take that off. maybe I did change it. I didn't save it, obviously. Let's turn that shroud off. Where's that? Shroud. And let's put this shroud on. And we'll have it black. Actually quite good. We'll make it a bit bigger at the bottom, I think. And bring it down so it covers that, and then take the height up all the way to that tank. There we go, that's nice. Looks a bit weird, but it looks better than having that huge fairing over the top of it. Oh, we've got to take our fairing away too, wherever that is. What's that fairing thing? Ah. Where's that? Ah, it's underneath there, okay. Will it just let me, yeah. Sick. Right. Right, that is our new, I'll just open up the top, moon satellite. It's got the same name. I think it's called LunaSat, right? But it's LunaSat 2.0 now. All the same things on it. We've got lights, we've got solar panels, batteries, all hidden away inside there. We've got loads of batteries. Just for fun, I want to colour that and get rid of that shroud. Where is it? Off. I want to do the same thing on this thing. So can we bring that up a little bit? Yeah. Recolor that quickly. Let's just make that platinum. Put a nice bit of specular on it, and let's store that color and load that color. Okay, and then we'll make that little shroud. It's almost right, isn't it? And we'll make that. Let's make that reflective. And the top is what we want to make smaller. Back there, let's make the down to there and make the bottom thicker. That's quite nice. And then with the height again, there we go, that's good. Right. This is going to be one of two that we're going to put around the moon, and then we're going to put probably another one of these in orbit, or two of them in orbit around the Earth, but much further out than last night. So let's check the staging. We've got our octopus engine, released clamps, then we release the we decouple that one and light that engine. That's correct, using Methox. And then it's that, and that, which is all good. Right. LunaSat, yeah, that's all good. Right, that's saved. Now, let's get to the launch. What have I got news-wise? I've made the rover lander again, so that'll be tomorrow night's mission. I still need to do a little bit of testing on it, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's good enough. There's our lag and there's our beautiful little graphical glitch that the volumetric clouds mod's added in, but we can get rid of that just by selecting default empty on the TUFX. And there we go, it's gone. Right, I'm going to zoom out a bit because glitchiness. And we want to go and select the moon as our target. Got our lovely satellite system up in orbit there. Set that as our target. Let's stay out here for the time being while we do this. We want to go up to 200. We want to launch into plane of target. And we want to stop. No, we don't need to stop at any stage. And engage autopilot. Lag, lag, lag. Gets better if I zoom out a bit. So today it's really being slow. It wasn't this slow last night. Perhaps I should have restarted my computer before stream. Should be okay. Once it stops warping, I'll get us back down and we'll watch the launch, even though it's at night time. Always is for the moon missions for some reason. Right, here we go, let's zoom back out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, I think we got a successful lift off there. Let's go back in. Go. Right, close that down. We want to check our delta V quickly. 18,000, that's so much. So much more than we need. Here we go, on that octopus engine. I don't know if anyone's actually in the chat, guys. I can't see it. Oh, probably because my YouTube is updating. So that's good. Yeah, so if you're actually putting comments in the chat, I can't see them at all. So I'm just waiting for YouTube to update, apparently. That's going to take a minute. It's not doing anything. Just put it on data a second. Wow. It's like building a whole new app for me. Okay, everything looking nominal. Right, YouTube's back apparently. Okay. Go up Plume. Looks even better tonight for some reason. Maybe it's that deferred rendering. Looks really good. We are zooming, we're almost at 1,000 already. We're only at 31. Chris TV, very good content. Oh, thank you, dude. I really like KSP. Same, mate. I love it. Brilliant. Can't get enough of it. Especially recently. How are you doing, man? You having a good day? If you don't know what's going on, we're just sending a couple of satellites to the moon. to set up a relay system for our communications. And then tomorrow night we'll be sending an autonomous rover. And then the night after that we'll be sending a human mission there. Hopefully. Yeah, we got way more Delta V than we need. But that's alright, because then we can adjust our orbit if we need to, our inclination when we're at the moon. I don't know if any most new subscribers from last night are in, but thank you for subscribing. I'm like 5 away now from doing our special stream, so it's been a long time in the making, but I'm so close to it, so thank you for that, man. Got me really excited. Really good mood today. I don't really speak English, but I'm interested in coming here to see this. I hope your mission goes well. Thank you. What's your language? What's your native language? Because I can't speak any other languages, and I really want to learn. I said that on my first stream. But it's nice that there's lots of different people in there subscribed to the channel, and they're from all different places, and like the language barrier isn't such a thing because we all just love a rocket. So Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? Right? I think that's how are you doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Jamie. That's what no, it's all gone out of my head now, but Spanish is like the most that I know of another language. I've been to Ibiza loads of times. Actually, I've been to Ibiza, Menorca and Mallorca, but I haven't been to mainland Spain yet. And I absolutely love it. It's such a nice atmosphere and everything. Good, thanks for asking. Good dude. Good Spanish. Cerveza, por favor, the most important of things to learn in Spanish. No, uno cerveza, no, dos cerveza, por favor, two beers, please. Even though I don't drink, but no, I was saying, yeah, I love Spain and that whole Mediterranean way of life. Absolutely love it. My dream would be to retire there and live out my days there. Even just to work out there. I've always wanted to go out there and work, just like for a season or something, in like a cafe or something. Not necessarily like a bar or something, but a cafe would be nice. A little restaurant. Be a waiter for a season. Or even work on a farm or something. Right, where are we at? We're about to circularize our orbit, hopefully. Didn't even check to see if we had enough zoomage on there. Yeah, we did, because it's warping us. And we got 4-second burn, so we got what stage are we on? Oh yeah, we got muchos Delta V. So no, you wouldn't guess it from my Spanish right now, my Espanol right now, but I got lost once in Mallorca, and I managed to find my way back by asking a Spanish local in Spanish, the way home. I think I just said the way home, the way home. I can't remember what that is now. Is it done? I think it's really done. Ooh, okay. Let's go prograde. I have to leave now. I have already subscribed to your channel. Thank you, man. That means so much. We're another one closer. I'll watch some other videos and go on some other live shows. Good luck and have a happy day, afternoon or night. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good night too. If I could think of what it is, I'd say it to you in Spanish, but I can only think of the Greek right now for good night. I said to infinity and beyond. Right. We're in our nice stable orbit. We got to go and do a little burn for the moon. I want to actually get rid of these other things because they're confusing me. We got loads of data V, so let's match our planes a little bit better there. Match planes with target, create node. That is 17-second burn. That's fine. And then we'll be nicely in line. Let's execute that. Buenas noches, that's it. Of course it is. That's good night. Buenas noches, Chris. It'll all come back to me. Hopefully, if you come back to the channel in a few days, I'll know some more Spanish. I'm gonna have to I really want to learn another language. It's so cool to be able to speak another language. The English are the worst, I swear. Maybe the Americans are up there as well, but for speaking other languages, we're terrible. And we have to learn it, mandatory in school, you know. We all have to learn like either Spanish, French, or German or something. But we're terrible at it. I guess we don't. It's probably because we don't have to use. We don't have to learn those things until they're not mandatory until you get to a certain age. And I think by that age, it's a lot harder for kids to pick up another language. Whereas I think if you were to teach it to children from a very young age, they pick it up a lot quicker. Because it's not just about learning the other language and being able to speak it. Knowing the differences between different languages can open up a whole new world of understanding and learning for you. Like, take English for example. It's such a complex language. There's so many different phrases and, you know, old terms of phrase and stuff like that, and words all have so many different origins, and they combine, and they, you know, like you'll have words that are Latin mainly, and then you'll have words that are French mainly origin and Scandinavian, but then you'll get some words that are a mix of all of them. And then different versions of the words that are a mix of different types. And it's like, man, I can't imagine not knowing English and having to learn English now. Or it'd be like me, I guess, trying to learn Spanish. Right, let's burn for the moon. Wait, are we done? Still doing burn, is it? Apparently it's done, but it's not finishing those burns yet. That's proper straight, isn't it? Right, let's burn around about there. That's going to be quick in a minute. So let's zoom out. Oh, that's almost perfect. Right there. Sweet as a nut. Looks good to me. Right, let's execute that node. And I could do with jettisoning these fairings right now to get these out. Get one out. Yeah, nice. There we go, there are. So when we get into the sunlight, we'll have power. Hopefully we get into the sunlight before we need this burn. No, there we go. Oh, did I change the gimbal on that engine? Oh, I did, yeah. Right, so we are burning towards the moon. We've got a minute-long burn, and that's going to take up the whole of this second stage and burn a little bit of the satellite's fuel, but that's fine. Shouldn't need much to capture the moon and get in a nice orbit. Ten seconds left of that burn. It's going to want me to do that, isn't it? There we go. And 23 seconds of this one. That's lovely. Loads and loads of Delta V. Might as well put the lights on. There we go. LunaSat 1 about to get to the moon. There we go. Oh, it's finished its burn that time. Let's hit prograde and let's forward a little bit. I want to see this sunrise. So now we've got these volumetric clouds in the sun. The planet just looks so much more beautiful. How far away is that going to be? If I go really quick, it'll... Would it? There we go. Ooh, yeah, too fast. Oh well, that's a nice shot. Look at those clouds. Oh, beautiful. Meow's back. Yo, I'm back, and my clouds ain't showing up. Are you using anything like Eve or Scatter or anything? Because I know the instructions are so. And are you trying to use it with RSS? The instructions are so well, not clear at all. That's why I had so much trouble. Oh, I just realised I completely forgot to upload the video, haven't I? I've made a tutorial about how to install it, and I was supposed to upload that today. Completely forgot. That'll be up on my channel tomorrow then. Yeah, I've said how to do it with and without RSS. It's much easier without RSS. It only takes a second. Right, let's go. Let's warp in towards that moon. Warp there. We've got a lovely connection all the way back. There as well. Not using RSS. If you're using anything like Eve or Scatterer, anything that adds anything to the graphics, like graphics wise, get rid of all of that. Just delete it all. And then I'm trying to remember what I did yesterday now. I think that's the most important thing, is not to have anything like that in there. Scatterer, what else was it? Just really go through any mods you've got and make sure there's nothing like that in there. I had so many problems, dude. It drove me crazy. Like, literally drove me crazy. Let's just manually warp to that bit. frozen. Oh, no, it hasn't. Right, yeah, wherever that is, 21. That is where I'm going to put these satellites, believe it or not. Because I want the best coverage possible. And that should get us into a nice circular orbit quite quickly. Actually, yeah, let's say 10. Or no, 15 is a nice round number. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll do that one. Waterfall should be okay. Just nothing that changes the graphics of the world. So like clouds or ground textures or any like post-processing things. Well, TUFX is okay if you've got that, because he's actually got a file that's a profile of that. Is there anything else I did? You have TUFX. Yeah, that should be fine to leave in. I did, obviously, because we've started again, I did a whole completely new reinstall. I did it about 5 times as well. And that worked, but I didn't have to do that. Honestly, all of my problems were because I was using RSS, I think. So I shouldn't have too much trouble. Go then I'll burn. There's the Earth all the way down there. Where's the moon then? Should be this side, right? No. So there it is. 15. Alright, we go over to there. And just burn that down to 15. Beautiful. Execute that node. All of the particle effects show up, but not the clouds themselves is my problem. Have you tried fast forwarding? I know that sounds silly, but I didn't actually have any clouds over me when it was working at first, so I had to fast forward about like an hour or something. Yeah. You didn't put the game data folder that you download, you didn't put that into the actual game data folder, did you? Did you let it put it into the actual KSP folder and let it merge? It's only a 1 second burn to do that. Wow. Oh, there's the moon. That's the first viewing of it. You know when you download the actual file from BlackRack, from his Patreon, that it's a game data folder, isn't it? You didn't drop that inside the actual game data folder in the KSP folder. I mean, you didn't put it inside it. Did you just put it inside the KSP folder and let it merge? Right. other than that, the only thing I could suggest would be to do a completely fresh install, unless that's what you already did. Make a backup, obviously, so you can drop your saves and craft files and mods back over. That's what I didn't do. Yeah, that's us there, isn't it? We're done. SAS radial in. Oh, you've done it! Awesome. Good feeling when that happens, when you've got it. Right, that engine is shut down. We've got one LunaSat in orbit around the moon, giving us good coverage. Right, let's go and get the other one. How much? Sorry, I didn't check that, did I? How much delta V we got left? So much. But yeah, we can get into any inclination we want there. We can see the Earth nicely. Right. Let's close that a sec. And go back to the Space Center and launch the other one. I don't know if I can vape on YouTube. But it's better than smoking, I'll tell you that. Red. Tastes like Calpol. Let's pop up another one. Pop it up, pop it up. Into space. Ba-bam, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Right. Turn it off. Zoom out a bit. Select moon as our targets. On there. Ascent guidance. That should all be good. Launch into plane of targets. Let's wait for that. Because we've already done these missions and we're just catching back up, I'm not doing the go no go poll at the moment. But not tomorrow night, the night after they'll be back. Humans. It's going to be tough because with this new ISP, it is a little bit challenging. So it's making me have to think a little bit. Zoom out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. RCS engaged. Clear the tower. Everything's looking nominal. But I think I've cooled down enough now. Yeah, this room is insulated, but it cools down very quickly in the winter. And if you don't have a heater on in here, and it's like icy outside, like a frost, you'll get a frost inside. You'll wake up and there'll be ice on the walls. Lovely. Cold bed. Cold damp bed, it's horrible. Stars, beautiful. I think we've got that on full thrust, do we? Yes, we do. We can close that down now. And even though it's dark, we've not had a cinematic yet, have we? Hope we can we'll be able to do one launch in the daytime at least tonight. There it is. It's looking like a good profile into space. Hey, we got Starship launching next week again. Well, like a week and a day or something like that. I'm really excited about that. And they're not catching the Starship this time, but I think they're gonna. It's gonna be at daytime when it lands, and I don't think they're going for a sea ditching again. I'm actually not too sure on how they're gonna land it. But yeah, really excited to see that again so quickly as well after the last one. Here we go. Yeah, so if I can, I'll be live streaming that. I don't know if that's going to be like, if I can do that on YouTube, or it might just have to be something I do on, I was going to say Patreon then, Discord. But yeah, I'm not sure. The Discord link, if you guys watching, the Discord link to the Discord, Jesus Jamie, is is in the description of this video, so feel free to come and join the Discord. Oh, just about 3/4 of the way through that tank now. And we are absolutely booming. There's only 2.72 thrust to weight ratio, which is quite low for this height. It's all in the next stage, really. It's all in that next stage. I love that shape of that rocket from that angle. It's like a square. Shouldn't work, but it does. I love that plume as well. That's so cool. Really reminds me of, there's a scene in Apollo 13 with the Saturn V taking off. I think it's that film. It looks just like that. This rocket actually reminds me of that one a little bit. Only a little bit. Right, we're coming up on our main engine cutoff and second stage ignition. What are we flying at now? 430. That's going to go up a little bit more. 248. But that climbs really fast. Here we go. There it goes. That thrust away. Now let's watch that climb up. Slow at the beginning, but then it starts getting really good. Except less fuel leak. What you mean, dude? We are booming. 276 already, 280. A lot of these streams are just me calling out numbers. You look around the screen, there's just bloody numbers everywhere. I bet there's some people that come into this stream and just like look and be like, oh, maybe he knows something about maths. Maybe he's good with numbers. Nah, I don't even look at them, to be honest, apart from when I want to know one thing. We are 850 kilometers downrange. Everything looking nominal. We've just finished our burn. Now we will go for our circularization. Delta V, change in velocity. That's right. We always confuse speed with velocity, don't we? I always do that. Quick rocket science, yeah. You know, like that rap, quick maths, quick rocket science. You can't beat me with the delta V. Quick rocket science. There we go, tiny little burn just to get us into orbit there. A lovely circular orbit, will it be? Looks like it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Didn't finish that one again either, did it? It's not letting me change it. Control, oh, it's because I didn't do this, did I? Well, it wouldn't really have mattered. But I can still extend that. Oh, we might just have to wait for a ground station actually, because I don't think we're out of power yet. But I don't have to enable any cheats. Just wait for us to grab one. Oh, looks like we have already. There we go. Right, and let's go prograde. Society of High Sciences Space Commander reporting for duty. Welcome back, Mission Control. That's my new name for you, by the way, if you didn't see the description in the last video. You are all collectively called Mission Control. So that's that going forwards. Nice to have you back, mate. Hope you're doing well. Okay, how do I install the volumetric clouds? I thought you'd done it, dude. Facing prograde, let's get that burn on the go. Deburn. Oh, good. Do you know one of my autism things, guys, is that I think it's called echolalia, where you have to impersonate people that when you hear their accent. And I did it yesterday with Chico. I kept saying Chico over and over again in a stupid Mexican accent, but I've lost my train of thought. That's another thing with autism. I just completely lost what I was talking about. Accents. I'm going to start doing an accent, a Jamaican accent. That's where I was. So sorry if I do that. Right, let's get rid of that and let's match our planes up a little bit better. Match planes, create a node, another 17 seconds. Beautiful. 69 seconds, look at that. 69 seconds. Did you finish? Did I finish 69? Did I finish? No. Did you fix the battery drainage problem on that other rocket? No, I never did. We don't seem to be having it now. I thought we did just have it, but we just weren't locked onto a ground station. Yeah, I never worked that out. I'm not having that problem anymore, so that's good. And I was saying yesterday that with this new volumetric cloud mod, I don't know if it's changed anything else, but when you re-enter in the atmosphere, it feels so much more like a lot slower and a lot more like real, I suppose. I don't know though, because I know you can change the angle at which you enter for a quicker or a slower entry. It's so innuendo and it's space. you can penetrate it from a different angle to yeah. Oh dear. You know, there's so many games that I want to buy and play at the moment on the channel. And I probably want your guys' help to help me decide, like, what other kind of game I could play. So there's Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming out really soon, and I'm definitely going to be playing that without a shadow of a doubt. And I don't want it to take away from like my YouTubing, because I know I'll get really into it. So I'm gonna do some live streams on that as well, but I'll do those at a different time to the KSP ones. That'll probably be like in the UK time, like an afternoon stream. But yeah, there's not theme park, what's it called? Planet Coaster 2. I think I'm gonna wait for that a little bit though, because quite a few people saying there's a few bugs and a few things that need ironing out, so I think I'll wait a little bit for that one. But that's going to be another one I want to play, because I love building stuff in those. Making hyper realistic stuff, like really detailed and like, yeah. And I don't showcase things like that enough on the channel, especially like games, because I do play a lot of games, but I don't do a lot of gameplay on here. And I think that's probably because the amount of effort it takes to actually sit and edit a video. But live streaming's good because, you know, you can just play the game and it's like you're sitting down with somebody. Hopefully you got a nuke on that spacecraft, Cadet. Those alien bastards on the dark side, we'll never see it coming. It was supposed to be crazy rocket like that night last night, and I had some good ideas for rockets the other week, so I never got around to it. Should probably do one this week, just a random one, or maybe wait and I'll build a few more, because we only got a couple done last time. But making a super like hypersonic missile was one of my ideas I wanted to do. Like what was that other weapon called? A rods from God, I think it was called. Just literally like a titanium or tungsten rod, like the size of a bus, like the length of a bus, and that just dropped in from space onto its target and like just obliterated whatever it was. No explosives involved. I thought that would be pretty cool to try and make something like that. I don't know how we'd make it heavy though. We'd probably have to put a rocket on the end of it. Just make it look like one. What am I doing now? It hasn't finished that burn. But we should be okay. That looks pretty bleeding good to me. Let's get a burn on. I forgot to medicate before the stream. I just realised that's why I feel so discombobulated. Right. Whoop. Too far. Oh. Alright, I'm going to do the same as I did last time. That's good. By KSP2. They've sold it, haven't they? They've actually sold the IP for it, the actual rights to it and that to a third party. Apparently that's not Kitten Space Agency. Apparently. That's not like official news or anything. It's just what I've seen. But it's only in Facebook comments, so take that with a handful of salt. But yeah, I didn't think it would be, to be honest, because I think they're building that game proper from scratch. I mean, unless they just want the name, but then the name is solid now. Anything new KSP is going to be like, oh, not sure. It's going to be a risky investment for some people. So I think they'll probably do it on their own. It's probably not them that's bought it. Yeah, when that comes out, that's going to be played on this channel. In fact, I'm toying with the idea. I did say last night, I think I'm toying with the idea of creating a second channel specifically for either one game or one type of game. So, because it's nice having it on my channel, but also I don't want my channel to become just dedicated to KSP, because it was always meant to be a variety channel. Now there's too much of one thing. I think it's going against what I want to do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly not decided on anything yet. Just see how things go. I think Starbase Simulator. That sounds pretty cool. I haven't heard of that yet. Does it run out of fuel? Yeah. There we go. That beautiful sunrise there. The lens flare, the sun flares even better now as well, and the reflections off the water. It looks so much more realistic. Plus you've got the clouds still in the atmosphere with all their lighting effects and stuff. This looks so good. I can't go back to how it used to be. Literally can't go back. So let's hope that I can still afford to pay BlackRack every month. Oh god, I can feel the cold off that. I hate cold tea. Right, prograde, we're going towards the moon. Got our things out, let's get the lights on. Boom, another LunaSat. Let's warp to... Let's actually just warp to here a minute. Let's get a nice look at the Earth. So we got all these clouds, haven't really looked at it yet. I'm so excited to go to Mars with these new clouds, man. And the dust storms and stuff. Oh my days, man. Oh, it's going to be amazing. There it is. Still won't fit in the frame. It's Madagascar down there. Tip of Africa and South Africa. Right, let's warp to there. Oh, awesome. Cheers for the link, dude. That's sweet. Yeah, I do go back in the chat the next day and check out the live chat for any messages I missed and stuff, because I do miss some messages sometimes, especially the other night. My god, I missed loads of messages. But you were all like talking amongst yourselves, so I was like trying to keep back and forward like which one's meant for me, and then play the game. But yeah, I do go back through the chats, and if you put links and stuff in, I do go back and check them out. What's there? So now it should be a bit quicker. I'm pretty happy this mod has tanked my computer a little bit, but not. I thought it was going to make it unplayable, but it hasn't. Oh, I think in the worst cases we've only lost probably about 10 frames, but in most cases it's still fine. Like when we're out here, it's not too bad. Now we're just doing this. The worst bit is when you've got a big rocket. When you see my rover, moon rover, that's a big rocket, and when you take off with that, it does lag a little bit and do some funny sounds. Boom, there we go. Right, let's turn that back on so we can see where that is. I want to go there. And we're going to do it a little bit wider this time. I think we'll do it to 20. Yeah, let's do that one, and then when we're in orbit I'll change the inclination of it. So we got one around and one over, Hopefully they're far enough away that they should be able to see each other at all times. Hopefully. Where are you there? Wow. Let's change to orbital mode. I like the design of these with a little 2.0 there. I thought that was quite fitting since this is like a 2.0 kind of mission. I think the satellite looks nicer than the last one too. I worked out how to turn these around and like hook them inwards, and that looks quite nice. I think I did a really good design with that on my on the moon rocket, on the rover rocket. It looks pretty sick. I was playing with it as well, making them twist out the other way so they look like devil's claws or something. I mean, it looks pretty sick, but it's not like aerodynamic or anything. Something for crazy rocket night though. It would have been good for Halloween if I'd have worked it out then. Right, here we go. We are entering our orbit around the moon. Okay, do that. And then our periapsis, we want to slow that down to 20. Up a little bit. There, that'll do. Let's circularize that and then we'll change the inclination. Let's get rid of that mug. Very fancy. Right, whenever you're ready, go for your burn, dude. Have I run out of... Oh, I bet I have, haven't I? I've run out of RCS? I don't have RCS, do I? I've got an RCS tank, but I didn't put RCS thrusters on it. Did I really not? I guess I didn't, did I? What a fool. Never mind. It turns. It's more like a real satellite, I suppose. Pressing that shift button. Well, no, that's not good because it should have burnt by now, right? Oh, right, no, okay. Right. And let's change the inclination of that. So we want to be here. Be right on the orbital line, isn't it? Add our maneuver and something like that will do, I think. Just mark that into place. To be 20, wasn't it? Yeah. That'll do. Only 12-second burn, that's nice. It's ages to turn there. How is my stream so far behind? Okay, there we go. I swear this video pauses itself. Mission's almost complete. Almost. Oh, we got one more to launch after this. But that's not going quite as far as the moon. Why? It takes so long now to walk. Especially when you're in that view. Okay, that'll go on 6 seconds. I can never find it. On the Earth. Well, let's face this radial in, and that will show us where the moon is. Is it? Oh, it's there. It's just trapped in the sun for that. Yeah, there. And there we go. And let's shut that engine off. Okay, that's us. Nicely set up there. That's really nice. So we should have a, they're pretty close together though, aren't they, typically? Let's just fast forward and see what they do. How do they move? God, that's so slow. Okay, I think they'll do anyway. They should be fine. They're quite high, so look at that connection. Brilliant. Right, we got one more to put up. I'm going to put one more going up around here somewhere. Let's go back to Space Center. I can feel my computer like not loving it at all. Can you upload the how to install volume clouds? Yeah, I'll do that. Like the first thing I do tomorrow, that will be. It properly explains it. It's terrible, isn't it? Because that's what I thought of doing the video, because there's no other video explaining how to do it. There's hardly any instructions or any threads on like talking about it, and the instructions themselves are contradictory. It's really annoying, but I think it's because of like a language translation thing, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Let's get in here. Alright, and we're just going to send another one of these up as well. So let's just launch. Yeah, that's one thing. I wish mods could be as simple as possible, like every mod. I hate it when you've got a bunch of different things to do. I just want to drop a folder into a folder and be like, yep, done. I know it can't always be that simple, but we don't mind about what time we launch now, do we? So let's warp to daytime. And we might as well do a sunrise launch, because I don't think we've done one of those yet, have we? Oh, there's not many clouds about. There are over there. Oh well. Right, we want to put that into our currents, and then 200 for the time being. In fact, actually, let's get it up to 300, you know. Be less to do later. Engage autopilot, and in 3, 2, 1. Okay, did I not engage the autopilot? Ah, guess I didn't then. Off we go. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked in real life. We have liftoff. That would have been an absolute disaster, wouldn't it? We are pitching down range. Engines nominal. They are. Everything's looking good. The roar of that rocket. It's supposed to be oh. It's supposed to sound like the Raptor engine. Probably sound like it from back here. Just a little bit, but we're not got that set. That's always off. There we go. It does look like a good day for a launch. Let's take a look at those clouds. Oh, why am I not looking over here? Look at that. I love the shadows from the clouds as well, just absolutely make it. It's so nice. I mean, that just looks real. It just looks, I mean, they're almost as good as the MS Flight Simulator clouds. But I need to learn how to mess with them. Hey, Better Bunny. How's it going, man? Glad to see you. Haven't been able to watch for a while. How come, dude? I haven't been streaming for a couple of days, so you haven't missed much. Let's say that. We're just redoing a couple of missions because I lost all our progress. But we now have these beautiful clouds in here. And I love how you get that distance on top of it. We're over them already. It looks so good. I've been putting together a new, I can never say this. Kerbal, is that right? Kerbal? Colony somewhere on a planet called Elab. Ooh, nice. Bit of interstellar journey in there. Black hole exploration, my favourite. You know what? I watched a video about Interstellar the other day, and that's made me want to get that black hole mod. I don't know if it's compatible with RSS, but it's made me want to go into a black hole. Kerbal. Ah, right, yeah, that makes sense. Kerbal. It does work with RSS. Alright, I might try that. That could be something for our crazy rocket nights. That would be fun. We'll try and make the interstellar ship. I like that idea. I really like that. Right, that's more than 3/4 of the way through. That first stage is an absolute beast when it gets to here. So 340, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wanted to make this landable, this booster, but I thought in the interest of time, getting these missions done, and well, redone, We just do it like this, and then I think when we do the human moon thing, because I haven't built that yet, I think we'll make that a self-propelled landing, like a return to home booster. Well, not home, but somewhere in the, probably somewhere down here, or Africa if we can make it big enough. Don't know if it will make it all the way to Africa. Oh, missed separation. There we go. Comes this stage. We can jettison these fairings. There we go. And since we're not in the atmosphere either, let's get these out now so we don't have any electricity problems. There we go. Bit of a disco in the engine there. Nice. For example, the Banditron XL O-ring experimental nuclear shuttle got atomized mid-flight because funny gravity well. That was the only story word, didn't it? Yeah. See, that sounds so fun. That sounds so like great for our crazy rocket nights. So we always have the most fun when stuff goes wrong. It's a bit boring when it all goes right, I suppose. It's still not working. Are you doing it on a fresh install? Because that is honestly the only thing I can think that you could try. Also, ScanSat works on local planets. Oh yeah, I forgot about ScanSat. Well, I'm going to get that tomorrow, and we're going to make a Hubble telescope too, and we're going to make a space station because I've learned how to dock now. So making a space station seems like a good idea. Well, since we got these clouds, we might as well do something in low Earth orbit so we can make use of them. Like completely uninstalling your game, deleting every file folder to do with it, and then reinstalling it completely fresh. I'm gonna try volumetric clouds on my supercomputer. Arise 4060, yeah, you'll be running that no problem. I'm not doing too bad, and I'm on a 1660 super, believe it or not. What are we on here? 38 frames, 37, 38. It's running around about 38 frames. It's a little bit jumpy, but it's not too bad. It's only in 1080p. I can't wait to upgrade my graphics card. I'm gonna be bossing it, man. I had the opportunity when I got this graphics card or this computer. That was when the GPU shortage was going, and this 1660 Super went up to £700 just by itself, and I paid £700 or nearly that, or a bit extra because it was on finance. Like £1,000. So I had the plan at the time. I was going to sell my graphics card, not game for like as long as the shortage went on for, and then get a really good graphics card when they went down in price, but I never did because this was such a jump up for me actually that I was just like, yeah, I might as well just do what I can on this. Right, what have I just done there? Are we circularized? We are. Let's turn those off. And let's turn. I'll keep those on for a second. Be around here somewhere. We got loads of. That would be. So we will. Oh, should I go with that inclination? Yeah, I think that'll give us the best chance because those ones go around. What way do they go? Yeah, if I do one going around that way, it's kind of the opposite to that way, isn't it? Okay, we'll do that one then. We'll just stay where we are. That's simple. Let's turn those off. And we'll do periapsis. And where's that? 23. Not much further than that, really. Up there. 36. That'll do. Can we get it to 30? No, that'll do. That's 58 seconds of burn. It'll want half of that next time, won't it? Maneuver planet. Execute next node. You got a 1650 super currently. Then again, I'm not okay. I'm okay with copious low FPS. Also, you know about KSP VR. Really? Imagine the KSP IBA control the inside ship. Oh. Dude, I flew a ship to orbit around that way, and it was weird looking. Oh man, VR. Honest, this is one of the reasons I got this graphics card, because it was VR compatible, but apparently it's not going to be that great in VR. But yeah, I got that for that, and I never ended up actually getting a VR headset, and I've never experienced VR, and I really want to, because I think if I do, I'll never go back to normal gaming. Oh yeah, especially playing something like Flight Simulator in VR. I can't actually imagine that. Can't imagine how good that would be. So I used to play FSX on a really old computer. I mean, really old, and that used to run at about 7 frames a second. I was quite happy with that though. I got to live through the Barlow experience, fly to orbit, dock with the RM Ultra Station, plus crash land on EFIL. Oh, but that's so cool, man. Ever since I was a little kid, they've been talking about virtual reality. So it's going to be the next big thing, and it never took off. And now it's sort of like, it's really getting there. I've seen the next generation of the headsets and stuff, and man, in 10 years, it's just going to be like, you're going to be asking people what VR system are you buying rather than what console are you buying, I think. Because they really want to implement VR into everything online, don't they? Remember the Virtual Boy? Yeah. Mate, I knew somebody who had one of those, and it was my cousin, I think. Was it my cousin? Was it my friend? Was he my cousin? I don't know. It's my friend from school anyway. Yeah, he had one, and he brought it in on one of the show and tell days, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I pestered my parents for it. Never got it. It must have been so expensive back then. I don't know how to check my PC specs. What's the program called? CPU. Oh, I've forgotten what it's called now. Hang on, got it, I think. If this will play ball. CPU ID or CPU Z. If you search that, that tells you everything about your computer. It tells you your motherboard, your power supply, your RAM, everything. Oh, we had a sunset going over there. Right, let's put that one up to the same. If we've got enough fuel, I didn't realise that. Oh my god, 10 seconds, that's enough. It's probably not, is it? It'll be a widely elliptical orbit. Oh, that's in that engine anyway, so that's fine. Let's go back a bit. Circularize that. Ooh, 38 and 35. 38. 37, 30. That'll do. Don't need to be exact. Well, my OCD is going, make it the same. Also, how would I send a rover to some incredibly far off planet covered in lava? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get to Mars. I've only ever done it once and I can't remember how I did it whatsoever at all. I guess you just wait for it to be next to you in the orbit, in its orbit, its closest. And then, I honestly don't know. You have to, or you'd have to get out of orbit of your Earth, wouldn't you? And then enter them, and yeah. Wow. Is that gonna orbit? Oh, we gotta move into its target. I really should have put a reaction wheel in there, shouldn't I? It's taking about 30 seconds to do that. Yeah, the reaction wheels, dude. They're a godsend. They're so helpful. They're so much better than RCS. Like they're a lovely little hack. You built the rover, which can survive insane heat, but it weighs as much as my arms. I need a sticky note on my monitor telling me to add more wheels. Oh, mate, I need that. As always, whenever I hit launch, that's when I remember, oh, I didn't do this. I never remember at any other point, just then. Go, so watch us drop that stage. Ooh, that was a little close for comfort. Are we okay? Our lights working? Yep. Oh, nice. Or a mod that tells you, yeah, a little warning, little flash before you go. Or it says you can't launch the vehicle because you haven't put RCS tanks on the, or RCS thrusters like I forgot to do on this one. I put the RCS tank on, but no RCS thrusters. Fool. Right, that is us into orbits. And let's have a look at all of our orbits. Got a lovely basketball orbital system there. We got a very slightly elliptical orbit of our intermediate or long range, possibly, satellite. And then that will link up, if we show the links, to the moon satellites. And they should always be talking to each other now. So we are good to send our moon rover tomorrow night. That's it, isn't it? Well, we caught up in like, well, we nearly caught up in 2 days. What took us a week and a bit to do. We've caught up in 2 days, but that's a lot of work I've put in there. I am absolutely shattered from this game, but because we're so close to getting back to where we were now, the burnout's disappearing, I think, a little bit. So yeah, we'll carry on. Yep, so tomorrow night is going to be the rover landing mission. And then if all goes well on that first time, hopefully, fingers crossed it will, then we'll be doing our human lander mission the next night. So I've got some work to be getting on with. I've got to redesign that whole thing, but I'm going to try and do it the same way I did it. So if you weren't in the stream last night, what we're going to be doing is, first of all, I'm going to be sending 2 fuel tankers to orbit around the moon, close to each other. And when we take off from the moon with our lander to come home, we're going to jump up, refuel from those, and then just head back home. We'll leave with a little bit of fuel in those tanks to crash them back into the moon. And hopefully we will survive. I've just got to try and remember how I engineered those heat shields on our lander, because it worked, but I never knew if it would come back home and land nicely again on Earth, or whether we need parachutes, or whether the heat shields would work, or anything like that. So I am going to go. Meow, I hope you get your mod. I hope you get this mod working before tomorrow. If not, my mod tutorial on how to install that will be up tomorrow afternoon at some point English time, so it'll be earlier for you, maybe. I don't know where you are, but that will be up tomorrow. So anybody that wants to install that mod, that cloud mod, can install it. And that's that. So I'm going to end the stream. I will see you again tomorrow night. Thank you everybody for joining me, and thank you to everyone that's subscribed tonight. I can't see yet, but yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. Also, how many comm stations are on Earth? There's quite a lot, and I think there's an option to add more to them. In the difficulty options somewhere, there's some option for that. You can have like extra ground stations or something. Yeah, so that makes your connections a bit better, I think. All right, guys, so I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for joining me again. Thank you for leaving likes on the stream and commenting and subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.